game one under your belt now. How does it feel to kind of come into this LSU program and make an immediate impact defensively?
It's good. I feel like I prepared for this moment, so I feel like this moment wasn't really too big. I just been doing what I've been practicing, and feel like it came naturally.
The interception, was that kind of a case of the defense working together? Looks like Patrick got in his face, right, and forced the throw?
For sure. Now that I go back and look on the film, the whole game, just the pressure up front, really got to give those boys credit up front. They make my job a lot easier, so credit to that front the whole game.
How would you describe the way you play? People look at you, they feel like, okay, this guy looks like the way LSU used to look in the secondary.
Yeah. I feel like there's always room for improvement. I feel like you just got to do your 111. And I feel like that's what I try to focus on every play is just doing my job, not trying to play to be seen, but let the game to come to me. And I feel like doing that, it helps a lot.
How would you describe how quickly Harold Perkins gets from point A to point B, like on the final play?
I think he like a little pit bull. That's why I kind of describe him as just like, man, he's just hunting all day. And, people think he may have lost a step from last year, whatever it is, but obviously you see from this first game, he's right back on track.
You got the game ball after the game, but you turned the attention on, the national championship. That's the goal. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it was just a step, and the main goal. And I feel like you can't really get caught up into, just one victory like that because, yeah, it's a great win for the program, but that's not the goal that, we're out here aspiring for. Because if you're aspiring to win at Clemson, then you're going to come in today complacent, and you're not looking to get better or whatnot. So if your goal is to win a championship, you're always going to have that mindset to keep going, keep pushing yourself to be better. And like I said, this week we on LA Tech, so Clemson in the past, and we're ready to keep on the road to national championship.
How would you describe the chemistry in the secondary, and what are you seeing from Louisiana Tech on film?
I see, they do a couple unordinary things, but just, try to play with our eyes. We have to be disciplined. But like I said, chemistry in the back end, I think is real good because, we meet without the coaches. We don't even have to, obviously we meet the coaches too, but when we have our free time, we text each other, see when everyone's free. We sit down, grab some food, and just go over film. What do you see? What do I see? And then the game is easy at that point.
You were honored as the National Player of the Week. What does that kind of do for your confidence moving into the rest of the season, especially with your performance that you were able to do against a top 5 opponent?
I feel like it's cool. I think, credit to my coaches, credit to my teammates for putting, credit to God for putting me in that position. But I just think it speaks volume in preparation. When the time came, your number's going to be called, and, you have to show up. So it just speaks volume to everything I put in, the off season, and I'm just glad I could display it, on such a big stage.
Josh Thompson was talking about joining this team in the offseason, and he could feel momentum, and you could see the guys that were joining the roster. Was it similar for you in terms?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think I seen it when I was in the portal. I'm seeing commitment after commitment. I'm like, oh, this looks like a good little spot for me. And then obviously knowing what was already coming back with Nussmeier and Perk, and kind of knowing these wit and just these different pieces coming together, I'm like, it just makes no sense for me not to come here. So, and then when I got here, everything lived up to it. The mindset, it's a championship team, and I want to be part of it.
What did you see out of Pickett? I mean, it's his first game as a college player, but he goes out there and he makes a couple plays, right?
Again, I just see, composure. Moment wasn't too big for him. Coming in there, and a lot of freshmen can't do that. A lot of coaches don't trust freshmen to go out there in big games like that. But, again, that just speaks to DJ, how he carries himself, things he does off the field. He doesn't act like a freshman. Sometimes I forget he is a freshman. So, really just proud of that guy and look to see a lot more from him this season.
What role did you see Corey Raymond and the way he coaches secondary, and then guys like Stingley in the NFL sign those kind of contracts? I mean, what role did that play in you coming here?
It definitely played a role. Just looking to become, next on that line. And learning from Coach Raymond, he helped me with a lot, just the basics, not even nothing crazy, no secret sauce, just getting back to my basics, my fundamentals, and playing the game the right way. And clearly he's done that for many others, so it's paying dividends.
Two more? Any more? All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.